Welcome, collective. This is gonna be part two. Um, whew, let's say about Mercury, retrograde Mercury planet. It has to do with your devices, right? And I started, and next thing I know, I looked around, just talking, and it was off. And when the it's the Mercury community communications, what you're speaking and what you're saying. I mean that also, why are you giving the information is going back. So that means you're going forward, and the energy can take away going forward with communication. One can pull it. Pause again. Excuse me. Excuse me. So this has to. I was saying about the Mercury. Sometimes, if we're going forward, right, in communications, that's the and that sixth house. That's Gemini. That's love and relationship, family, community, uh, how you speak to other people. That is like commute, right? And if we commute, it has to do with travel too, because travel will be in forward. That means like in tarot cards would be chariot. Chariot would be as Cancer. So how this communications of which will be Gemini, you know, it is uh it's like the borderline of Gemini and Cancer. So if that is communication and forward, that will have to chariot. It's like to travel. So how do the retro have to do with uh, it goes it's like how could I say this? It's like the what symbols and symbolism, and has to do with significance. Uh, that means what resonates. That means connected to Gemini and Cancer, and that has to do with. I know Cancer is the fourth house. Okay, it means, and it depends of Cancer is in it's like a fourth house to do with dwelling house. I believe that Gemini is more of is communicate. It's like the air, so that's like air coming into moving, right? Chariot is more of um emotion. So that means communication and emotions, and how you put it in together. That means is communication, emotion together in travel. And how will that come into the Gemini? Is retrograde into that? That means you're going back for both of those. You're coming back. You can even come back from six from the summer. You know, um, communication, emotional. But with it, it has to do with love too. So emotion and love all together. So Gemini, Cancer. So sometimes when you go back in retro, you're going forward, but and you go back, and mean it's like turn around. It's like a steering wheel. You turn around, right? And you turn around. It's like the direction going back. And it's like uh, strawberry. It means when you eat strawberry, it's good. Sweet, and it has to do with love too, and to that Sagittarius with the arrow. you know. So strawberry is like a heart too. If you're paying attention to strawberry kind of look like a heart. And then Sagittarius sending the area, it's like retro. Going right back. Gemini's back. So that's what that is, what I can see. So, Also, with the communication has to do with digital, with the Gemini of the energy of for as retrograde and communication of Gemini, Mercury, and so things may a lot of things with Gemini, you might have do with for appliances, appliances that have anything, devices, anything, your cell phones, computers, cars, and travel. Like I said, it has to do with travel. So when it go back, that means that energy is going back. It's travel. It's travel time. Okay, so it could be in your subconscious and your conscious. They back again. Now wait a minute. It's like, where is they back? Here you go again with that communication again. Alright. So either you're gonna learn from it or you can change. It's like going back into the same energy again. Phew. A lot of people that people have read about the astrology is like, oh, they always say, oh, hell no, here come retrograde. I mean, relationship coming back. I mean, dang, I've seen nothing but rabbits. I got two. When I see that, I'm like, oh no, here comes somebody. It's somebody. It's two. It's two. It's like two men or two women. Somebody. Especially when they come, if you ever see a rabbit in between you outside, and that rabbit decide to come right close to the window, they mean that they've been real watching around your environment, babe. Watch it, you know. But also, the rabbits has to do that R again. I said realization and recognition. Also, rabbits is for the empress. Empress can any male could be a body is in empress. Being a masculine or feminine. It's the energy. It's the energy. It means gifts. Ideas, luck. What they call it, lucky. I'm a lucky girl. Means that has been you have put your work in things, right? So, um, let's get on in here about these mindful moments. I said that early. I don't know what happened here, but this here, and you can get this at Amazon. And this is mindful moments. It's basically it is 55 cards for mindful everyday life as a collection of a small exercise, habits, and affirmation in one. So meaning the affirmation, the exercise is the green cards, and then the habits has to do with orange, and that it also the environments, the exercise has to do with your heart, and orange it has to do with your stomach. I believe orange is it's like an orange. It's like it has to do with the stomach. So that's right before the chakra. That's closer to the before the root chakra, the orange, and affirmation in one would be the pink. That is the love in one. That is giving information about love. So let's see here. Um, the card that I have here, it says the gift of giving. Now we just came from Thanksgiving, but also a giving gift. Your hands. Let's look at the card. It has hands is open and the gift is right there. That gives you when your hands is raised up. So, uh, to me, is number 5. And for me, is with that 5, to me, would get in tarot card. That would be as a hierophant. What that would be a Taurus. It can be as far as the information for Earth. It can be Taurus. Mm, uh, I believe it's Virgo and Capricorn. It says here, being that is grounding. And grounding has to do with career, has to do with money, and career, and recognition. Okay, individual. Okay, it says it's your lucky day. You find you will find fulfillment and happiness in generosity. Which material is the materialistic of things? You know, sometimes be material or superficial. But it says which material or non-material things can you share without expecting something in return? And give your smile and be open-handed today. It also means that sometimes we as individual, the collective, um, that sometimes we looking for something after that you didn't put the information and the energy, and sometimes you're looking for the return from it, and you expecting something, you know, and want the return, and this means materialistic things, right? Because material sometimes they will clean your clothes or your clothing, right? Whatever in your house. Sometimes at a point in time they get old. A lot of things, appliances, things. It's like it's already have done everything it's gonna do. I mean that everything that you have made for years, and it has worked and done everything, the parts in this. Let's talk about appliances. I need a little bell or something. Baby, hey, I had a washing machine for years. And all of a sudden, I don't know why I didn't think that it was just going to stop. And at that time, it was with that retrograde. Ooh. And I was like, what am I going to do? I got the dryer, but guess what? I have a washing machine that will fill it up. And you may think that it's going to turn, but it didn't work the way it was supposed to, right? So at a point in time, okay, you wishing, and all of a sudden you thought that the washing machine was going to move, because you was like, okay, I was thinking, I know faith will work, and then all of a sudden it started tick 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 tock, and it's like, oh, it's gonna work. But girl, all it was water and clothes. I had to take all the water out of the wash machine and rinse them and rinse them through the tub in order to get all the water out of there. And I was like, okay, if I don't dry this, I'm gonna have to hang them up. I had to hang them up around the doors and places in the house in order for it not to smell and be sour. And I was like, and I said, I can't do like this. I can't do 1 week. I have to have me a washer. So at that time, it had to do with the retrograde, Mercury retrograde. And so now, just thinking about the gift that was given, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, material things, they sometimes it stop working. You know, it means materialistic as a professional of superficial things, what you then bought, and at a point of time, it get old, right? So with that being that green chakra has to do with that heart, and meaning that you can always find a way to have love unconditional instead of looking at material and superficial about people, because this is really is on both sides here. So it's just like, wow. So it said give your smile and be open-handed today. It means smile anyway, regardless things may not working in the way that you want to, but at a point in time it changed, you know what I'm saying? But if you change, the whole world changed. So it means a shift. I mean, you didn't change something in the environment. It just takes something small, like a mustard seed, right? So that has to do with the heart. Okay. Now I got another card here. It's orange. It's like the chakra right before the red chakra. That's the root. Right before that. To me, it's the heart. Mm-hmm. And that one is it's about the habits. Now the green card was exercising. It means that either you can either exercise and do more in that giving part. Since we came from Thanksgiving, now we're in Christ, what they call Christ conscious. That means that the Jesus, Messiah, Yeshua, um, uh, Godhead, trying to give everything. That means the person yourself within that you embody, and that's you, individual, human. We're in the divine. So the divine information that I'm giving all the names that I can, and try to be open minded, because this is what it was in the first place. It says right here, open handed today. So when your hands is open, somebody's receiving. But just like it's the giving and receiving, you know. And with that is an exercise. It means that you may have to exercise a little bit more. And so with that one is, so this one, oranges, is about the habits, right? And it says right here, it says what's more important than what you do is how you do it. We sometimes find ourselves in situations where we are unhappy and struggling. So when changing the what is out of reach, and it's like breathe, deep. That's the stomach. So we go like this, like the heart and the stomach. So that means the green and the stomach is that chakra, and that's the stomach. It says breathe in deep and focus on the how, and the small shift that is in perspective, and an attitude may just make your situation lighter and even a bit more fun. So the last video, I know it had something to do with attitude, and it was the song called Attitude. If you read my mind, you know I wanna stay a while, and it's like I want to make sure that was that. And it has something to do with it has to do a man. It was a woman, and it could be as the woman was singing the song. So you can switch the roles, however. But it has to do with somebody's reading another person's mind, and they pay attention. It has to do with the heart. So we're going for exercising, receiving and giving, and this one has to do with the habit. The habit has something to do with struggling, and meaning your habits of unhappy of your habits, unhappy and struggling and changing, right? And also has to do with shift. Remember, we're in that Mercury Retrograde, and being that small, you can change any shift. You can change in direction or what's embodied, and that has to do with habits. I mean daily. Okay, now we have right here. It says, now this is like a rose and pink. To me, it looked like the twin Gemini, the lovers. So you see that it's like twins right there, and that is a masculine and a feminine, right? And to me, look at that. It's still like babes, right? It means the beginning to me. To me, reminds me of the beginning of Eve and Adam, right? To me, it says I am forgiving, and I forgive myself and my fellow human beings. Okay, so that means like, and the energy that that has to do with people, and that means your family relationship, communication in the community, your co-workers has to do with that. Also has to do with your family, your mother's side on that 6. Because me, like I said before, it has to do with your mom's side on that tree, whatever tree that embodies. So it could be the male. It's up to whoever. But what that is 6 is past, and sometimes you done met your family, and that mean could be your mama, of your mama's side of family. You know what I'm saying? And it could be somebody that you're close to. You know what I'm saying? That prior. I mean, old things that said and shouldn't have said, and another individual may have felt a certain kind of way. But when you forgive yourself in the individual, and then if you can forgive yourself, you can forgive other people. Okay. And that means your fellow, your human, being as communication around your family, friends, and loved ones. Okay, and what that is, it means I am. It means I. The I is the person in the face, and that is I am. Can forgive myself, and I can forgive others. And that has to do with affirmation in one, you know. And one can be, it's you, you know. And this is something that you can keep on speaking over and over. That means a person, you can put this in a mirror, whatever you would like. A person like that is a person you can see the reflection of another person. And remember that the other video had to do with reflective light. And reflected light also has to do with mirrors. Okay? And what that is, it's a different type of bending of light. Okay? It's both divine. It's going to be light or dark, however. But when you reflect it back, sometimes it's a mirror reflect to you. It's the back. It's like back. It's past. You know. So, I don't know why I got that is. Cali, back. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Cali, go back. I'm trying to figure out which song was it. But there it is. Cali, go back. Cali got to do with California. All right, somebody. Uh-oh. Moving on. Let's see this again. All right. It says I am consistent. I follow through with what I start. So this has to do with affirmation. You, as one person, as you, as your affirmation. That's with the individual. You and can say I follow through what I start constantly. You. This is about you. So I have two in here. I am forgiving and I am consistent. You need to consistent whatever you need to be doing. You ain't stopping or you need to keep moving on however for these affirmations that you need to do. Now let's get on in here. Now, you know here I go. I gotta go. I gotta put in here. Now I got this the chariot. Okay, that is the. These here is the. I think that is still was maybe it was two of it, right? I thought it was one. So I have two major tarot cards. So this is one of them. That's the chariot. That's the beginning. I'm telling you, in that horse, isn't that Sagittarius? But the chariot used to be, it used to, before as the crabby, it was a chariot as well. So with that, that might have to do with the energy that I gave earlier about the emotional and knowing that chariot has to do with travel and emotion too. And with that, with the Gemini. Now, with this here, with number 12, 12 is the white horse, but it's like the Mustang is the horse, you know. But Sagittarius, excuse me, is also as Sagittarius with a man in the horse with the arrow. You know, that one who shoots the heart. You know, it shoots the arrow to the heart. And if I said that Gemini is the strawberry harvest, but it also is a heart too. It's shaped like it as a heart. So now we're going back and forth. We're in Sagittarius, and Gemini is, but it also is a borderline with Cancer. So if it resonates, but that's what this is. Okay, and it has to do with travel. And this is a male. I mean, he charging. It's male, still a male. As an emperor. And there we go. The colors don't lie. Pay attention. Either he already got another whip. Whip is a car. Also, a long time ago, I was talking about Master P. Master P used to have what we call ice cream man. Now, and if you know the environment about whip and cars, and it has to do with ice cream. Ice cream have to do with they wheels. Okay, I mean somebody got some type of whip and got wheels on in here. I mean, they just got a brand new whip and they got some dates or however in the wheels on here. They got something going on. Got a new whip, and there he is. So they let you know it has something to do with his recognition and whatever he's done. He didn't got him a new car, a new car. It could be a white one. It could be purple. What other color here? Oh, and a black one. It could be a black car too. So that's a white car or a black car. You got a new whip. Okay. The part that has to do with traveling.